allegation of negligence and a continuing blame game in the Ministry of Agriculture when handling the subsidized fertilizer project mishaps, the country is forging on to host the Africa Soil Health and Fertilizer Summit next week, the very second summit of its kind in the continent after 17 years. Agriculture Principal Secretary Kiprono Rono says the government will continue with plans to set up a local fertilizer production plant in the country, which will be actualized in 2 years, they say. But with such apparent incompetence, or rather perceived incompetence, we should say, is the country truly ready to be at the helm of continental fertilizer dialogues? Our reporter Hibak Saeed with more detail on this.
Dropping the ball. An informal phrase denoting a missed opportunity and a great mishandling of what was meant to be a grand ending. A phrase that best describes the failed fertilizer subsidy project.
Mbolea halali hata ukishika kwa mkono una feel kuna texture yenye kwa mkono. Kuna moisture, hata kuna maji lazima itoke kwa mkono kwa sababu ya ile chemicals ambayo iko na mbolea. Ukishika ingine unasikia ni mchanga. Unasikia hata ni matope tu. Wakulima wengi wamerudisha mbolea.
There is a board which as government we need to form, and I think that board is the board which is supposed to look at all aspects to do it farm input, to do it the technical issues around the fertilizer. And maybe the challenges you are facing now is because of lack of that focus entity to ensure that we bring everything into one box.
The ministry, when put on the spot over the oversight that led to the circulation of the quote-unquote bogus fertilizer, dismissed this as a quote-unquote lack of coordinated approach between government agencies, including the Kenya Bureau of Standards, after the ministry dutifully approved an administrative project that was quote-unquote promising.
Yes, we said as a ministry, we do the normal administrative role of procurement and distribution of fertilizers. And then we say, yes, we do it. So we'll test. Then we said, in government, there are agencies who are mandated to test the quality of fertilizers, and this is an entity like Kenya Bureau of Standards. And then we say in agriculture, we also have KEFIS.
Furthermore, the ministry is continuing with plans to set up a local manufacturing factory to self-produce, despite the integrity of the composition of locally produced fertilizer being in question. After around 17 years, Africa is set to host the very second Africa Soil Health and Fertilizer Forum, Kenya being the destination of choice. And as the Ministry of Agriculture says that we are ready and fully equipped, a lot of people are asking, do we have the moral authority to be hosting this forum? Hibak Saeed for TV 47.